me. Isn't it my birthday yet? Cause I gotta say, you're looking like a gift for me. Wrapped up nice and neat, baby. Get in my way now, don't be shy. We'll be here dancing day and night. Get in my groove now, don't be shy. Cause I got this list of my favorite things. You could be the part where it all begins. You could be the first and the second and the third and the rest of it. You could be one of the things I love. Sunday morning breakfast with our bedroom door locked. I like everything that has a cherry on top. Get on my list of the things I love, love, love. You could be the one I trust. All the second chances, they are nothing for us. I like it all with the cherry on top.
So good morning, guys. Here we are, Sunday morning, actually it's closer to 7 AM now. And I've obviously just had my coffee and my morning EAA drink and all my supplements, as you've seen. And now I'm just doing journaling. So what I do is I always write out my vision and what I want to achieve, what I'm grateful for. This process is actually shortened recently just because I like to kind of get up, write out everything and then literally go, apart from the last week just because I haven't been very well. So what I'm going to do now is, well, what I'm doing at the moment is I'm just writing out my weekly schedule because I've got a busy week coming up and I want to make sure that I get everything that I need into the week. Obviously, well, I've got to squeeze in a couple more client calls just because I had to cancel them on Friday. And so, yeah, we want to make sure that everything is in, all the meals are in, and the meals are spaced apart. So I also do actually time or plan in when I'm going to have my meals. I get all my morning cardio in, walking in, training in, and then I have some very exciting projects coming up. So I've got lots of like business things that I want to do. So I'm scheduling in time to do those as well. So I want to be like really super on it this week. Today I'm going to do some meal prep. I'm going to go and train and just get everything ready for the week where I've been behind with the illness and things. So, I mean, it's a bit scrappy, but I don't really mind. I've also got to sort out my music piece and send that across to the competition, like portal thing. And so what I've got to do, I don't know how to do this because I'm no tech person at all. So I've got to try and shorten the piece of music because at the moment it's like 5.5 minutes long. And so I'm not quite sure where to end it, maybe around 2.5 minutes. I know that's a bit longer than it probably should be, but my routine is literally gonna probably be around that length. So that is the morning task, and then we will, as I said, head to go and train and do routine. I might do probably 2 sessions, one of cardio and routine development and one of my weight session today. So I'm actually quite proud of myself. I've managed to use GarageBand, I didn't have a clue what I was doing, to convert, well, first of all I had to convert my track to an MP3 from YouTube, and I've done that lots of times before. But then I had to shorten the piece and like fade it out. And I managed to do it, so that's good. And yeah, I'm gonna get changed and then head out. Guys, it's not even that early, but it's just so nice to be out walking, getting some fresh air. So guys, I'm gonna try and do posing practice with my heels on every day because literally, as you guys know, I haven't been the best at actually doing that. And that was kind of the first bit of posing practice, maybe second bit I've actually done with heels on. And my feet after about 5 minutes are already dying, so we've got a lot to fit in the next couple of weeks, but hopefully we manage to get it done. I left it a little bit late because there was a class in the studio. So I got kicked out. Well, I didn't get kicked out, but I had to leave. So I'm gonna go do my fasted cardio. And then I'm actually quite hungry already, probably haven't done it yet. I will have meal one after that. Just got back from fasted cardio and it was a good session. I did 30 minutes walking. I didn't do any intervals just because I still got this like coffee thing when I exert too much. So I did do posing practice in the studio, I did a bit of routine practice. I also managed to shorten my piece of music this morning. Sorry, I got a piece of chewing gum in because I had coffee. And on the walk back, I got a coffee from 101 Jericho Coffee Traders or something like that in Jericho. Anyway, it was very nice, it was good. So I think I'm gonna make that like a little regular because I just get a black Americano and espresso. It's like instead of getting the bus, if I walk back I get a coffee. It's like one of these little like rewards to incentivize me to walk because I also need to get my steps in. And I'm gonna make my meal, the meal that you've seen about a million times. So here we go, guys. 50 grams oats, 2 eggs, 50 grams spinach, 50 grams mushrooms, and I'm just gonna add this protein. So it's protein concentrate from Protein World, and it's much chocolate flavour. It's really, really good. And yeah, if you want a discount, then link below. Chocolate is obviously my favourite flavour. I'm just waiting for the oats to cool and then I'll stick it in. I've just had my next meal, which unfortunately I didn't film because my camera was on charge. But it was 80 grams of this chicken, which you will see how I cook in a second because I'm just going to do some meal prep, and 100 grams of potato. And I'm just cooking up my meals, some of my meals for the week, so doing the meal prep. So I've got broccoli on the go because on my rest day I have a lot of veg. And then I will cook up these chicken breasts just like the chicken I've cooked. I've cooked it before, you guys have seen it, but I'll cook it again. And that is the plan. I'm also reading up on really interesting Joe Stoppini, Muscle and Strength. I find this stuff like programming so interesting. So I'm going to read up on that for a little bit this afternoon, and then we'll have pre-workout meal, walk to the gym, and then we've got a pool session to do. My favourite meal of the day, my pre-workout meal. So we've got 70 grams cream of rice, 70 grams berries, 20 grams dark chocolate, and 25 grams of whey. We go and train a pull session, and I've got 30 minutes of intervals still after. So we'll see how we got on. Really need to start being able to do these intervals because HIIT training is really good for basically burning fat, and that's the main reason I do it. Whereas steady state, you know, you burn calories, but it's normally just within the workout, whereas HIIT training, you continue to burn calories after the workout as well. Same with weights training, to be honest, but obviously weights training is a little bit more about body composition, and HIIT training you can actually maintain like more muscle mass than if you're doing steady state as well. But I have to do both, and obviously it's really impactful if I can't then do HIIT training. But anyway, hopefully I'll be able to get back to it today, if not today, tomorrow for sure. Every day, guys, that is so delicious. I can lick the bowl clean. I got some dummy. I really don't feel like I've actually been on prep this time. Where I've had so much food, literally, I think there's only really been like 1 or 2 days I've been hungry. Whereas normally I'm just well, the last prep I was ravenous because my calories were low because obviously I couldn't train in the gym. I didn't end up filming the whole session, but I did film quite a lot of it. So I started off with a warm-up set of glute kickbacks, and then I moved into straight leg deadlifts or Romanian deadlifts. I was actually doing really slow on the eccentric, then pausing at the bottom of the rep before driving up with the chest. This obviously makes it a lot more difficult, and it meant that obviously I wasn't ego lifting, I wasn't getting particularly heavy for me, but it's all about intensity of the exercise, physique, and that is what I'm going for as I obviously compete in bodybuilding. After the deadlifts, I moved on to barbell hip thrusts. That's a lie, I did do leg press before this, but I didn't actually film that. So again, on the barbell hip thrusts, I was focusing on that 1 second pause at the bottom, nice and slow as I'm lowering my body down to the ground, pausing at the top and then back down. And I did actually do a couple of warm-up sets before this. This was my main heavy set, and then I did another set after that. As you can see, I failed on the last rep. After that, I moved on to single leg press. And throughout this exercise, I was focusing on keeping the leg in constant tension. Then I moved on to actually a front foot elevated split squat, which I didn't film. After that, I moved on to the kind of upper body part of the pull session. I started off with a Pronated Grip Row, focusing on the upper back, and then I actually moved into pull-ups, or chin-ups actually, as you see now. After that, I moved on to the Lat Pull-Down using the V-bar, focusing on contraction in the middle of the upper back. As you can see, I'm going nice and slowly as I'm bringing the bar into the chest. I'm slightly leant back, and I'm focusing on that contraction as my arms are coming into the chest. There were a couple more exercises I didn't film, for example the single arm dumbbell row focusing on contraction in the lats, and also the seated cable row with the D handle, and I had a supinated grip, and again that was lat focused, and that was pretty much all my session. Guys, it was such a good session today. I feel like because I kind of finally feel a lot better, like I could actually push myself, and it just felt like a good push session. And now I'm walking Loxford, my favourite time. I love it when the street lights come on, it looks really pretty. And it's just a really like warm glow from the lights. But anyway, I'm going to end this video here, and I'm going to try and make lots of videos over the next couple of weeks just to document the last like couple of weeks of prep, and I'm feeling better, and I hope you enjoyed that video. I'll see you for the next one. Bye guys!